If you have money sitting in a savings account right now, it's losing value. Not because the bank is stealing from you, though honestly, they're not exactly rooting for you either. It's because of something most people were never taught, and it's costing you thousands. Let's fix that. Welcome to Noted, where we take the stuff that actually matters and make it make sense. Today we're talking about money. Specifically, why the advice most of us grew up hearing is quietly working against us and what to do instead. Okay, so here's the situation. You get your first real paycheck, you're responsible, you put it in a savings account. Gold star. Except here's what nobody mentions. Your average savings account pays you somewhere between 0.5 and 2% interest per year. Sounds fine until you realize inflation, the thing that makes rent, groceries, and literally everything else more expensive every year, runs at about 3% on average. So you're earning 1%. Inflation is taking 3. You're doing everything right and still losing ground every single year. It's like running on a treadmill and calling it a commute. The money is safe. It's just slowly shrinking in what it can actually buy you. That's the part nobody puts on the brochure. Here's where it gets interesting. There's a concept called compound interest, and once you understand it, you'll genuinely be a little annoyed nobody explained it sooner. Here's how it works. You invest $100. It grows, let's say 7%, which is roughly the stock market's historical average after inflation, so now you have $107. Next year, you earn 7% on $107, not just the original $100. Then you earn on that, then on that. The money starts making money, and then that money makes money. It snowballs. Now here's where age becomes the most unfair advantage in the world. If you invest just $100 a month starting at 18, by 60 you'd have around $300,000. Wait until you're 30 to start? Same $100 a month gets you about $120,000. Same effort, same amount invested monthly. Just a 12-year difference. That gap is worth $180,000. That $180,000 didn't come from working harder. It came from starting earlier. Time is the ingredient. And right now, you have more of it than you ever will again. All right, so if not a savings account, where? The answer for most people, especially starting out, is index funds. An index fund is basically a basket that holds a little piece of hundreds of companies at once. The most common one tracks the S&P 500, which is just the 500 biggest companies in America. Apple, Google, Amazon, all of them in one place. You're not betting on one company to win. You're betting that the American economy, overall, keeps growing over time. It always has. Even through crashes, recessions, and every other disaster you can think of, the long-term trend is up. You don't need to know how to read a stock chart. You don't need to watch CNBC. You open a Roth IRA or a basic brokerage account. Fidelity and Schwab are both free and easy. Put money in consistently, buy an index fund, and genuinely just leave it alone. The people who do the least tend to do the best. Investing is one of the few things in life where trying harder often makes it worse. Here's the thing about the advice our parents gave us. Work hard, save money, be responsible. None of that is wrong. But it was designed for an economy where a steady job and a savings account could actually carry you to retirement. That economy is gone. Now the people who build real wealth aren't just working hard. They're also putting their money to work at the same time. Two things running in parallel. You earn and your investments earn. That's the difference between retiring at 60 and working until you physically can't anymore. You don't need a lot of money to start. $25 a month invested consistently beats $0 every single time. The best time to start was the day you got your first paycheck. The second best time is today. Nobody failed a class called How Money Actually Works, because that class doesn't exist. But now you know. Start small, stay consistent, and let time do the heavy lifting. If this helped you, or if it's something you wish someone had explained sooner, subscribe. This is what Noted is here for. Consider it noted.